Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Ruby Gaming X. Today we're going to be talking about Rodan and Mothra and the other titans and Godzilla King of the Monsters. So I was asked to cover a topic whether or not Rodan would turn good or remain evil throughout the Godzilla King of the Monsters movie when he fights Godzilla, Mothra, and King Ghidorah. So here I'm going to give you guys my thoughts and what I think the outcome of this movie is going to be. Again, no spoilers, anything like that. Just my thoughts and what I think with the movie and all that. We obviously know that Godzilla 2019 and King Ghidorah are fighting for dominance to see who's the strongest one. Obviously, Godzilla 2019 is with the humans slash he's the good one, and King Ghidorah is the evil slash god slash titan. And from both of them, only one has to remain standing, and obviously the one standing is going to have the respect from all of the titans. And when two alphas fight against each other, there can only be one standing. There cannot be two. And they're going to fight until the death, and they're going to give it their best, and they're not going to give up. And what I really think is going to happen, and I always told you guys since last year that I think it's going to be a 2-on-2 battle. Godzilla 2019, Mothra versus Rodan and King Ghidorah. But I think it's not always going to be like this. I believe that at the beginning of the movie, every single titan is going to fight each other to show who's the most powerful and who has the better abilities and power within them as a titan slash god ruler. We do know obviously from a few pictures and the teaser trailers and trailers that Rodan will in fact be fighting against King Ghidorah at some point in the movie, very like early on, maybe in the first or second act. And I believe they're going to be fighting in Mexico, where the big nuclear attack is going to be taking place. Now, what do I think the outcome between both of them is going to be? We do know that Rodan awakens from the volcano and somehow the military lead Rodan to fight against King Ghidorah. Between both of them, there's a huge difference in size. Obviously, Rodan is the smallest, King Ghidorah is the tallest and longest Ghidorah we have ever seen from any Toho film, and same goes for Rodan, I believe. Now, both of them are flyers. Both of them must have their own abilities and powers to their own rights. I know most of you are expecting Rodan to lose against King Ghidorah without even putting up a fight, but I really believe this time around we're going to see a very beast type of Rodan. Even Mike Doherty said it himself. This time around they're making Rodan very powerful and like a stealth jet bomber who has a lot of power within him and even gives Godzilla a run for his money. I believe that's what he said. So I really don't expect Rodan to go down without a fight. I think the best that he'll do is damage King Ghidorah very badly, or maybe take down one of his heads, or damage his wings very badly, where King Ghidorah realizes that Rodan is actually a threat and he has to show Rodan who's the true ruler and true alpha. And that's when I think King Ghidorah is going to put up a real fight and take this fight very seriously against him. Now, that doesn't mean that Rodan isn't going, easily down without a fight, because obviously both of them are very good flyers. Both of them possess a tremendous amount of power, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see Rodan with new powers or abilities that we have never ever seen before in any Toho film. And I call this, I think I did videos on each of the titans of how I thought what abilities they could have, but I think I didn't cover a few titans. I think I only did like 2 or 3 videos, and that's about it. But I do believe, and I'm expecting to see all the titans to possess new abilities and new upgrades that will make them very powerful against each other titans. At the end of the day, I am expecting Rodan to lose. It's obvious. King Ghidorah is a very powerful monster with a very high caliber. For anyone to even take him down, it takes a very powerful monster or even a god like Godzilla to take him down. I think any monster out there will struggle a lot to take Ghidorah alone without any upgrades or without the monster being very powerful. Now, after King Ghidorah takes down Rodan, he's going to realize that Rodan is a very powerful monster which he can use as an ally, and obviously Rodan is going to show his respect because he lost fair and square to King Ghidorah. So it's like, okay, I lost to you fair and square. Now I'm going to serve you and show you my respect and fight against your side so I don't get killed by you because you're very powerful. I'd rather not deal with you and fight, along your side. One of the abilities that I'm expecting Rodan to have is for him to turn into the Phoenix Bird. The Phoenix Bird is known for him to catch on fire. Now, he catches on fire with speed. He travels at a very high speed, and as he travels, his body transforms with fires and he's covered in fire. If he hovers above you or, passes by you or touches you, you'll be covered in flames and you'll be damaged very, very painfully with fire, and everything around him will be annihilated with fire. Now, the way that this would work for Rodan is he would have to travel up at a very high speed and dive back down, going at such velocity that his body will start to annihilate in fire, and that would turn him into volcanic Rodan. As I told you guys, that's a perfect name for a second variant of Rodan, one where he's covered in fire. Volcanic Rodan, Fire Rodan, that sounds fantastic to me. With this upgrade, Rodan is going to be a very powerful foe against Godzilla and Mothra for sure. Anything that gets near Rodan, it's going to melt, explode, or overheat due to the amount of fire around his body or lava. Now, one of his abilities that I'm expecting for him to have, or just giving you guys my thoughts, you know how Mike Doherty was comparing him to a stealth bomber or to a jet? We do know that stealth bombers carry a lot of bombs and they have the ability to drop so many bombs and do a lot of damage. Now, what if Rodan has the ability to drop mini fireballs or mini fire volcanic balls that as he hovers over you, he drops so many of them that they burn you very badly, and when they fall, they explode, and they can do a lot of damage around you. To me, I believe in this movie we're going to see the best characters of each design that they have ever been, and much powerful with new abilities. I'm expecting them to have a lot of power, a lot of surprises that we have never seen from their characters as a whole from the Toho movies. Like this movie, I'm expecting it to be very good, packed with a lot of action, as Mike Doherty has said. And I don't expect neither of the Titans to go down very easily. If one of them does get killed or does get taken down, it's going to be with a lot of work. I think every Titan will put up a good fight with their new abilities, with their own powers. And if one of them does die, I'm expecting Mothra to die, not Rodan. I know a lot of people were expecting Mothra and Rodan, but I'm expecting Mothra to die, and it's going to come down to Godzilla versus King Ghidorah and Rodan. After what could I see? I could see maybe Godzilla versus just King Ghidorah, because Mothra takes down Rodan, or Godzilla just takes down both of them at the same time, or maybe he goes after Rodan. Rodan is knocked down, and it's just one on one, Alpha versus Alpha, to see who's the true ruler. And as a lot of Titans just stand by and watch the true fight of the century of the two gods. With that being said, I think Rodan isn't going anywhere. I think he's just going to stand by and watch the two alphas fight against each other to respect, their battle. I think other Titans might watch, or might try to fight them, and they're just going to get their ass whooped so easily to demonstrate how powerful the true Titans are against other monsters, or Titans if you would call them that. Now, at the end of the day, we know who has to come out on top of this. It's going to be Godzilla. Why? Because there's a movie called Godzilla versus Kong, or King Kong, and I think at the end of the day, Rodan will turn good. He's going to show his respect as he did to King Ghidorah, to Godzilla, and he's going to appreciate that there's a new ruler out there, which is Godzilla 2019, and he's going to respect him in all the ways, because he's the one that defeated the one that couldn't ever be defeated by any other Titan but Godzilla, the one and only true God, I think, and the one that deserves the respect from all the Titans and anyone out there as their savior for humanity and Titans, which, I think it's kind of obvious. Rodan is going to start off neutral. From neutral, he's going to go evil and respect Rodan. After that, he's going to serve him for a while until he sees that Godzilla 2019 actually defeats him, and he's going to show his respect to Godzilla 2019 after King Ghidorah is dead. Now, is he going to die, King Ghidorah? Something tells me that he might not die. What if Godzilla actually spares his life and just leaves him, in the ground, humiliated and all that? But then again, a true alpha has to always finish off their prey. So, there's a bigger chance that King Ghidorah will die because Godzilla has to show his power against other titans.